Hello, buttercups. Hello, cupcakes. Happy New Year. Let me start with that. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2024. It's going to be a great year for us all. An amazing year of breakthrough. And yeah, we'll be starting the new year with this beautiful dress with these little details. Look at that beauty. We'll be starting with this tutorial for the year. And trust me, 2024, we're going to be dropping you beautiful tutorials. So as for this video, I was actually meant to drop this video. This is supposed to be the last video for 2023 because I started recording on the 25th. That was on Christmas Day, and I couldn't finish, and unfortunately my dad passed on the 26th, so I couldn't put through with the tutorial with the video, so I had to do it after the burial. So I just finished shooting and editing, so that's why we are having it as our first video for the year. So after this we'll be dropping a tutorial for the matching booty. Look at that beauty. So we'll be making this beauty as well. That will be in the next tutorial to match this dress, and after that I should be adding a matching headband to make it a 3-in-1 set. So let's jump right into the materials we'll be needing for this tutorial. So our major material, we'll be needing this yarn, one of my favorite brand, yeah. I'll be doubling my strand. I'll be needing this. I think I used around 4 balls for the dress. Yes, around 4 balls. Oh, sorry, I won't be needing this. I'll be using this instead. This 4 yarn, this 100 grams. I'll be using just a little for the details at the brim. So right there, just aside, I'll be using this hook, size 4.5 hook. That's the hook size I'll be using. I'm using this ribbon. Like you all know, I love ribbons. So I'll be using ribbon to decorate my dress. And yes, I'll be using this little decorative stone here, right here. Look at that beauty. See the way it's dazzling. So like you're seeing here, I'm going to be using 2 of this. Needle and thread to make my bow. 2 stitch markers. We're needing scissors, and I think that is all we'll be needing for this tutorial. So let's jump right into the video. So to start our dress with my 4.5 hook, so I'll grab my yarn. I'm doubling my strand. I'll make a slip knot, and I'll go ahead and chain 57. I'm making for size 0 to 6 months. So if you're making for size 0 to 3 months, I'll suggest you chain 49. Myself, I'm making for 0 to 6 months. I'll chain 57. So if you are doing for 6 to 9 months, you might need to add 8 more chain. So the multiple of 8. And if you are doing for 9 to 12 months, that means you'll be adding another 8. So for me, it's 57 because I'm doing for 0 to 6 months. So if you are doing 6 to 9, you add 8 more. If you are doing 9 to 12, you will add another 8 to it. I hope you understand my explanation. So I'll go ahead and chain my 57 chains. 1, 2. So when I'm done with my 57 chains, I'll come back and show you what next to do. So I have my 57 chains done. So we are going in with double crochet. So we are going to count. We'll start working inside the 3rd chain from the hook. This is not the chain, so I'll start my counting from here. So I have 1, 2, and here is the 3rd one. So right inside there, I'll go inside with the double crochet. So to make a double crochet, I have 3 loops. Put through 2, then put through 2. That's our double crochet. Then I'll go into the next one again. I'll go in with the double crochet again. Put through 2, put through 2. So I'll go ahead and work double crochet into all my chains. So when I reach the end, I'll come back and show you what we are going to do in our next row. So now we'll start building our yoke, the yoke of our dress. So for 2nd row, I'll chain up to 1, 2, and turn my work. So right inside this very first double crochet, this first space, I'll make a double crochet. Into the 2nd, I'll make a double crochet. So right now we start our increases. In the 3rd, I'll make 2 double crochet inside that same space. I made a double crochet. I'll go into that same space and make another double. So that will be the repeat for this row. I'll work 1 double crochet to the 1st, another double crochet into the 2nd, then I'll make an increase in the third. That's 1, 2. So we will have 1, 2 increase, 1, 2 increase. So go ahead and repeat this all the way. When I come to the end, come back and show you what next to do. So you work your last increase in the chain 2 space. That's where you work your last increase. So moving to the next row, I'm going to chain up 2, then I'll turn my work, flip my work, then right inside that very first stitch I'll make a double crochet. That's my first double crochet. Then I'll go into the next one, I'll make a double crochet, that's 2. Into the next I'll make a double crochet, that's 3. 1, 2, 3. So in the fourth I'm going to be making an increase. 1, 2. Again, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then in the fourth I'll make an increase. So this will be the repeat for this row. So go ahead and work yours. When I come to the end, I'll come and show you what next to do. So I've worked my third row. This is what my yoke looks like right now. So we are going to be joining our yoke with the beginning right here, this edge. Go ahead and join in the chain 2 that we chain at the beginning of every row. So I'll go ahead and stitch right inside. It's quite tight. I'll find my way in there. Okay. So I just went ahead and slip stitch inside the first double crochet at this edge. So I'll chain up 2 and turn my work. So right now, you know, the last round we worked 3 double crochet, then we increased in the fourth. So right now we are going to be working 4 double crochets. So starting from this very first one, so I have 1 into the second, that's 2, into the third, that's 3, into the fourth, and that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now into the fifth I'll make an increase, 2 double crochet, go back. So that will be the repeat for this round. I'll make 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the fifth I'll make an increase, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the fifth I'll make an increase. So go ahead and work your fourth round. When I'm done, I'll come back and show you what next to do. The next row we are going to be shaping the armhole of our yoke. So I finished my fourth row, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll go ahead and slip stitch right inside the very first double crochet. So I've completed my fourth round. So to shape our armhole, I'll chain up 2, 1, 2, and I will turn my work. So I'll go ahead and work 16 double crochets. So starting from here, this is our first double crochet. So 1, 2. So I'll go ahead until I have 16 in total. So if your foundation chain was 49, that's for 0 to 3 months. Instead of doing 16 like I did, you will end up doing 14 instead. So for the armhole, I will be skipping 25 stitches. The next 25 stitches I will skip it, but for the 0 to 3 months you'll be skipping 20 stitches instead. So I'll go ahead and count 25 stitches. So I counted 25 stitches. So like I said, for 0 to 3 months you are going to be skipping 20 stitches, not 25. So I'll chain up 2. This is for all sizes. For other sizes, you try as much as possible to divide your yoke depending on the number of stitches you have in total. So I have chain 2, so I'll go ahead skip all of this. So I'll skip 25. So in the 26th, I'll go ahead and make a double crochet. So I will go ahead and make 32 stitches in total, 32 double crochets in total. So this is my first, so this will be my second. I'll go ahead until I have 32 in total. So I have 1, 2, so I'll add 30 more double crochets. When I have 30, I'll come back and show you what next to do. So I have my 32 stitches done. So to work our second sleeve, I'll chain 2 again, and I'll skip. I marked my 25 stitches already. I'll skip it. Remember, for 0 to 3 months, instead of doing 32 in the front like this, you are going to be doing 28. I did 32 here. For 0 to 3 months, I did 16 at the beginning. You're going to be doing 14. I skipped 25. You skip 20. I did 32, you do 28. So again, we are going to be repeating this again. I'll be skipping 25 again, so you will skip 20, and I'll finish off with 16. But you are going to be doing 14. I hope that makes sense. I hope I did not confuse you. So I changed 2. I'll skip my 25. Then on the 26th, I'll go ahead and make a double crochet. So I'll just go ahead and make a double crochet in my remaining stitches, which will be 16 in total. Just the first, I'll go ahead and do the remaining. So I have my sleeves divided already. So this is what you should be having at the end of the, I think there's a 5th, yeah, at the end of the 5th row. So this is what I have. So I'm done with the stitch markers. I'll go ahead and remove them. So right here, I'll go ahead and slip stitch into the very first double crochet we made. So moving to the next round, I'll chain up 2 and turn. So we'll start from here. You're just going to be making double crochet all around in this row. So make double crochet. When we get to this chain 2 space, we are going to be doing something different. So I'll come back and show you what we're going to be doing when we get here. So I worked my 16 double crochet. So this is applicable to all sizes. So right inside this chain 2, I'll go ahead and work 4 double crochets inside. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I have 4 double crochets worked in there. So I'll just go ahead and work my regular double crochet into my stitches. So we worked 4 double crochet in the chain 2 space. So I'll just go ahead, work my double crochet. When I reach the second chain 2 space, I'll work 4 double crochet inside and come back to where I started. So I'll come back and meet you at the end of this row. So this is what I have right now. So I slip stitched already my first double crochet. So I'll chain up 2 and turn. So inside it, this is our first double crochet. So this counts as our first double crochet. So I'll go right inside and do 1 more double crochet. So that's 2 double crochets in total. I'll chain 1, then do 2 more double crochet inside the same space. So I did chain 2, double crochet, I chained 1, then 2 more double crochet, everything inside the same space. So I'll skip this stitch. The next double crochet, I'm going to skip it. So into the next one, I'll work 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 1, then 2 more double crochets inside the same stitch right there. So let me show you one more time. I'll skip this, the next stitch, I'm going to skip it. So into the second one, I'll work 2 double crochets, chain 1, then 2 more double crochets into that same stitch. So that will be the repeat for this row. 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, then you skip the next stitch, 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. So you go ahead and repeat that round. So I've come to the end of the round. This is what I have. Start making our shells. So I'll go ahead and slip stitch into the first double crochet. So I'm going to be skipping this chain 2, going to the first double crochet and slip stitch. Then I'll go into our chain 1 space. I'll make another slip stitch. I'm trying to get into the chain 1 space because that is where we'll be working our next row, inside all the chain 1 spaces. So I'll chain up 2. That's our first double crochet. So I'll work 2 more double crochets. 1, 2. So that means we have 3 in total. Chain 2 counts as our first double crochet. This chain 2. So I'll chain up 1 and work 3 more double crochets. Oops. 1, 2, 3. So I worked chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 1, then 3 double crochets. So I'll jump into the next chain 1 space. I'll work 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, then 3, another 3 double crochet inside the same chain 1 space. So that will be the repeat for this round. 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochets. So I'll jump into the next space, 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, into the next 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. So that will be the repeat for this round. So go ahead and work yours. At the end of this round, I think we'll be having a repeat row. So at the end of this round, I'll come back and tell you the number of rows we'll be doing to make our dress. So I've come to the end of the second row for our skirt, the lower part. So I'm going to skip the chain 2, then slip stitch in the double crochet. Then inside the second double crochet, I'll go ahead and slip stitch again. Then in the chain 1 space, I'll go ahead and slip stitch again. So that's 3 slip stitches in total. So I'll chain up 2, which stands for our first double crochet. I'll do 2 more double crochets, 1, 2, then I'll chain 1, then work 3 more double crochets in that same space, into the same chain 1 space. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 1, 2, 3. So I'll repeat that again in the next chain 1 space, which is this. I'll work 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, then I'll chain 1, then I'll work 3 more again, 1, 2, 3. So that will be the repeat. It's just the same thing we did in the previous row. So repeat that all around. So this is just the repeat. So when you come to the end, you're going to slip stitch 3 times. You're going to skip your chain 2 that we started with. You're going to be skipping that. So you slip stitch in the first double crochet, slip stitch in the second double crochet, then slip stitch inside the chain 1 space. Then you start working your round again. So this depends on the length of the dress you want. As for me, I have, for the skirt, that's the lower part of our dress, where I will start counting from where we started our shells. So this is the first, this is the second. I'm working the third already. So I'll repeat this until I have 15 rows of this shell in total. So I've done the first one. That's where we did 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. That was where we started. So that's my first row. This is my second. I'm working my third already. So I'll repeat this until I have 15 in total. So at the end of the 15th row, I will come back and show you how we are going to be adding our 4 yarn. I'm going to be adding our yarn for the trim and to decorate our dress, and our dress will be as good as ready. So go ahead. If you want your dress to be shorter, so you won't need to do up to that. If you want it longer, if you're making for a bigger size, you might need to add a few more rows. So go ahead and do the number of rows you need to do. Then I'll come back when I'm done with mine. So yeah, I said I was going to do 15 rows. I added 1 more, so I have 16 in total, 16 shell rows. So this is where we started our shell. 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So I have 16 rows in total. So if you want your dress to be longer, please add more rows. And if you want it shorter, maybe you're doing for newborn to 3 months and you want something shorter, you won't be needing as much rows as I did. So we'll be adding our brim. We'll be using this to do the brim. We're just going to be working single crochets. Let me move the camera closer. Okay, so I'm going to be turning. Yeah, I added my buttons already at the back. So because we are almost done with the dress, like practically done. So after this, we are just going to be, the dress is actually ready like that. If you don't want to decorate it, but I'll be decorating it with some ribbons and decorative stone at the front. But to finish off the dress first, I'm going to be attaching, this is where I cut off. I'm going to be attaching my yarn, my 4 yarn right there. I made a slip knot. So we are just going to be working single crochets, that's all. So I'll chain up 1 right inside that space. I'll work my first single crochet into the next, and the single crochet inside the chain 1 space. I'll work a single crochet as well. So it's just 1 single crochet into all stitches and all chain 1 space. So in the next double crochet, I'll work a single crochet. The next double, I'll work a single crochet. So I'll just go ahead and work single crochets. When I get to the chain 1 space, I'll make a single crochet inside. So I'll repeat this all around until I come back here where I started. So go ahead and do yours. When I'm done, I'll come back. I'll weave in my hands. I'll just go right into the accessories. So right here, this is what the brim of my dress looks like. Here's what we have. So like this, your dress is actually ready. You can leave your dress like this, but I want to add some little accessories to mine. So I don't like my thing. I don't like it simple or too basic. I love to add some touch of, accessory to it. And yes, I'll be using this ribbon, satin ribbon, and this beautiful decorative stones here. So that I'll be using. So I'll grab my needle and thread right here. I'll be needing that. So I'll just go ahead. There's no basic measurement for this. I'll just make a ribbon. So I'll just cross it this way. I'll make a bow rather. Sorry about that. I'll make a bow. Depends on the size you want. So I'll be making two. So I'll be placing it at the front. So it depends on the size of the bow you want. I want mine quite big, but not too big. So I'll go ahead and make two. Then I'll come and show you where I'm going to be placing mine. So I have my two bows done. So to attach, I'm going to count the number of shells I have right here in the front. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. I have 18 shells right here facing me. So I want the placement to be in center. So I'm going to be counting from each side. So I have 1, I have 2, I have 3, then I have 4 right there. This 4. I have number 5. There's number 5 right here. 6 and 6. Okay, so I'll be placing it right here on the 6th shell by each side. So I'll be placing this here and here. So right here and right here, right from where we started our shell, the 2 double crochet chain, 1 2 double crochet row. So that's how I'm going to be placing my bows with. So after adding the bow, after using my glue to attach the bow, then I'm going to be adding this right on top. So I'll go ahead and do this off camera. When I'm done and my dress is ready, I'll come back and show you what my finished dress looks like. So I have my dress ready. So this is what it looks like after attaching my bows and the stones. Look at the beauty we have. Come on. No, now look at. So I hid all the hands already, and I attached my button as well. So this marks the end of this tutorial. If you find this video useful, kindly give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this. And in the next tutorial, I'll be learning how to make this matching booty. Look at this beauty now. Look at. So I'll be teaching you how to make this in our next tutorial to match this dress. So we'll be having, after that, I'll be dropping a matching headband. So it's going to be a 3-in-1 set. So yes, thank you so much for sticking by to this moment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Drop a comment if you have any question, and just see you in my next tutorial. Bye.